Welcome back. This is Sandy with Sandy's Organized Chaos. Hello, welcome back. And it is Sunday. It's vlog day. So happy to see every single one of you. So I have a couple big things I want to talk to you guys about. The first one is this Friday, Black Friday. Was it the 26th? Yes, Friday. I am having a huge glitter sale at my glitter shop, socglitters.com. 30% off all of my chunky mixes. Now, if you guys remember, I really want to convert my chunkies from their bags into jars. And I'm just waiting for my stuff to sell out so that way I can restock in jars. And I still have a ton of inventory left in bags. And so this 30% off is just to kind of clear it out so that way I can make way for jarred items. So the things you'll be purchasing will be in bags, and once it's sold out, when it gets restocked, it will be in a jar. So make sure you add that to your Black Friday shopping list, okay? socglitters.com, 30% off all chunky glitters, anything in a bag, pretty much. So I think even my shapes are in bags as well. So anything in a bag will be 30% off. Hopefully this will also be able to clear some of my inventory that still has my old logo on it as well. I've just been kind of waiting for when I do restocks to put not only my new logo on stuff, but to put my chunkies in jars. So I'm really excited, and I hope you guys are excited as well for that 30% off sale. Another big thing is I'm going to be doing a collaboration with a bunch of amazing YouTubers. It's going to be around the first and second week of December, so everybody's just kind of release them at their own time. So I can't really tell you like who I'm doing it, but it's like a secret Santa thing where we're sending each other tumblers and all that stuff. So I'm pretty excited for it. I'll put a picture here of all the other creators that are participating, but I'm very, very excited for this. And like I said, it's going to be between like the first week of December and the second week that we're all going to release our videos. I don't know when I'm going to do my video yet. I haven't decided yet. So, but I am super excited to be able to do this with all these amazing artists. Okay, I also want to tell you guys, thank you so very much for all your love and support with everything that's going on with Jeff. I know I didn't really talk about it last week, and I had some people ask how he was doing. He's doing okay. He's had to see numerous specialists. He had to see, oh my gosh, a rheumatologist, a hematologist. What else? There was like two other ones. I can't remember the names. But yeah, he's had to see all these specialists. And, oh, a dermatologist. I don't know, all kinds of stuff. But we're in high spirits. We're just trying to stay positive about everything. And we're just waiting very patiently for a definitive answer as to what his diagnosis is. You know, so we know how to move forward from here. But I just wanted to let you guys know that. And I know a lot of people were like, what's going on? Or, you know, how is he doing? So I just wanted to let you guys know. Okay, so today I am going to be showing you guys how I do my plaids. Now, the first time I showed you guys, if you remember that, it didn't go very well. I should have just stuck with what I know. If you guys remember, I told you how I learned to do my buffalo plaids was from a video I had watched from Echo Designs. I'll make sure to put it in the description again. I believe I put it in the description on that last video that I did. But this was like a couple vlogs ago. I'll have to find which vlog that was. And I ended up making it into a Halloween tumbler. So, but the way that I learned was called the lazy method, and that was by Echo Designs. And that's how I always did my buffalo plaids. So today I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do it. All right. It's redemption day. Okay. I know how to do plaids. It's been a little bit. And I guess I shouldn't try new techniques, you know, I don't know. Here I am, try new techniques. You got to make yourself grow. And then it's like, no, I'm just going to stick with my old technique. I don't know. All right. So I have my coffee. You guys remember that? Did that the other day. I was very happy with how that turned out. And I've seen so many people duplicate this and even put spins on it. Like I seen somebody do all pink with silver, just gorgeous. You guys are absolutely amazing. Looks better than mine. You guys are just so talented. But I have my coffee and I'm ready to wake up, prep these tumblers, and slay all day. Let's do this. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do with this plaid is I went ahead and I already spray painted my base. I just did, I think it's like a hunter green. And I want to just take two colors. I'm gonna do, I know it's hard to see in this light, but this is a dark green. And I also have this gold here. So this is golden and this is emerald. And I wanna mix these 50-50 first, and that's going to be our base. So I'm gonna put my little cup here. I'm just gonna put up to the 10. I just wanna make sure I have enough, should be enough. This is only a 20 ounce, so it doesn't have to be precise, or try not to be precise. Got 10, I'm gonna go up to the 20. Okay, I'm just gonna mix that up really good. Ooh, maybe I should have used a bigger cup. All right, I have it all mixed up and that's what it looks like. So that's a 50-50 mix of the golden green. So now the next thing I wanna do is take my Mod Podge and get it on my tumbler and get that going. I got my Mod Podge in a little tray here because I got 100 million of these little trays, and I'm just gonna load up the Mod Podge. I don't want big old gloops in there so it dries quicker. All right, now sprinkle on the glitter. I'm gonna start at the bottom. Or I mean, not at the bottom. Start at the rim, do the bottom, and then just fill it in. All right, now that I got my glitter all filled in here, I'm even doing the bottom too. I'm just gonna do the bottom in this mixed color as well. Shake off my excess here. Gonna dip my bottom in the glitter there. Make sure it's nice and coated. Tap it off real good. Oh. And then I'm just gonna let that dry. All right, this is nice and dry. Now I'm gonna take it outside and I'm gonna spray it down really good with my 2x Ultra Clear with this stuff. I'm gonna spray it down really good with that before we move on to doing our plaid portion. So I'm gonna go do that. All right, that is nice and dry. You just don't want the glitter to move around. So I just, like I said, I just spray it down really good, you know, just so that way our template doesn't get all gunked up with glitter when we go to apply it. So the template that I'm gonna be using, I just made it myself. Typically I would use painter's tape, but I couldn't find my painter's tape and I was like, you know what? I buy a ton of these just inexpensive vinyls. They come in these 12x12 packs right off Amazon. I'll get like 100 of them for like 20 bucks. And I use these for my peekaboos and stuff like that. So that's all I'm gonna use for my template. I just did 1.5 inches. You just wanna measure and everything like that and see what size you need, but that's all I'm gonna use for my template. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start, here, let me move this out of the way. I'm going to start just putting on my template. So this first one I want to try to get as even as possible. Let me move it so you guys can see a little bit better. There we go. You know what, maybe I'll stand it up. But you want it as even as possible, this first one, because the rest of them are going to go based off this one. So once you get this one down, it should be good. Okay. All right, so there's the first one. Looks pretty good to me. So now I'm just going to take an extra piece and lay it next to it. Add another piece, lay it next to it, and then I can just kind of rotate from there and just go all the way around. Lay that one down next to it. Take my next one. Use that one as a guide. Take my next piece. put it up right up against it. Okay, and then just take this piece and lay it down here and just keep going around and around and just keep rotating my pieces until I get around to the other side. Okay, and there we go. I'm gonna peel that back. So that's what I have so far. Now I'm gonna go ahead and reuse this piece as well. I'm gonna start at the bottom of my tumbler and do the same thing where we wrap it around. Kind of the same process here. If I can get my vinyls off. There we go. Okay, so now I'm just gonna try to get this as even as possible. Start probably right at where it starts to curve around the bottom there is right where I'm gonna end it. So I'm just gonna go around with that. And this is a straight skinny, so it should be relatively easy to kind of get your lines as even as you possibly can. So get this first one on real quick. Okay, and then after you got that first one down, I'm just gonna reuse this one so it doesn't stick too much. I might even cut it so that way doesn't accidentally pull at my, it's not too sticky, but you just wanna use it as a guide, just like we did going up. Use your stuff as a guide, going the opposite direction now. So lay this next piece down. Kind of show myself where I gotta go. And just keep going up. All right, now I have my template all applied. Put my tray back down here, and I'm going to Mod Podge all these blocks here, and I'm going to do my darkest color first. So I'm going to do the emerald first. So I still have my stuff here, and I'm just going to go around and do this. Glitter as I go. All right, our green is down. Tap off what I can here. And now I'm just gonna come around and peel all these extra little pieces. I'm gonna peel all the backings off here that we did, or the template that we did. All right, I got my template all peeled back. And if you see, there's some bits of the glue. So all I'm gonna do is I have a bunch of my stuff left over, my mixed stuff that we made. And I'm just gonna sprinkle that right on the edges so that way our gold doesn't get mixed up in there. So just gonna do that really quick. Okay. Tap off any extras, and there we go. Now none of our other color won't get mixed in there, so let me put this back. Now the next thing for our next color is you don't want it in the same row as your darker color. You want it on this side, so in between each of your greens like that. That's what you want to do. And this is more of a freehand thing, so if you have a foam brush that you want to use, you're more than welcome to use that, or just kind of freehand it. Now, if you remember my template, I didn't want it to go all the way around, so we kind of stopped the template there. But I'm just using a brush like this to kind of get my design going here. Kind of makes it a little bit better for a nice boxy color. You just want to do a basic square. All I do is kind of tap over to the other side so I know where I need to do my other square. And then just kind of go up. Okay, now I'm just going to do this row completely and then we'll glitter it. Our first row is glued, and now we're going to do our lightest color, which is the gold. And that's what we have so far. So I'm going to keep going doing this, doing the same exact thing. I'm going to skip over the green row, go right in between this row, okay? Doing the same exact thing, right in between each color all the way around, all right? One all done up. We're going to shake this glitter on and we are going to check it out. See how I did. All right, there we go. What do you guys think? That's my plaid. This is how I used to always do it. I guess I should have just stuck with what I know. I don't really know. I still have to tap off a lot of the glitter here. There we go. But I'm going to let that dry up completely. I did accidentally get some bigger streaks in there, but it's all good. You won't really be able to see that. I try to make the layers of glue as thin as possible so you didn't see any of that, but other than that, I really like how that turned out. And there's a little spot right here, but that's okay. All you got to do is just touch it up a little bit with your Mod Podge. Take your extra little stuff there, fill it in, tap it in, spread it out. There we go, all touched up. And there we go. I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna put some epoxy on it, and I got myself a plaid tumbler. All right, I let this tumbler dry for a couple hours. I think I'm gonna let it sit overnight because there were some buildup in some spots, and it makes me worried because there's nothing worse than putting your epoxy on too soon, not letting this dry long enough, and then your epoxy turning like that milky white color. There's nothing worse than that. So I think I'm gonna let it sit overnight and then I'll epoxy it. But I think we're gonna finish that up together next week. Now my mom is coming to visit me. She's coming for Thanksgiving this week, so she'll be joining me next Sunday. Maybe she can help me decide what kind of decals I should put on this. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I gotta touch up a couple places too. So good thing I didn't put the epoxy on. I got to fix right there, a little spot. Anyways, I think it did pretty good. I feel like I redeemed myself here. So But she asked if my mom asked if there were a couple things that she wanted to do with me. She has some light switches that she wants to decorate and stuff like that. So I'll have to make sure that I record that stuff for you guys. But she wants like a beach scene on one, and I can't remember what she wants on the other one. I can't remember what she said. But she just wants fancy light plates for her. She has a house up north, so I'm gonna let that dry, and we'll get that decaled and stuff next week. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I've seen some really cool stuff. I've seen some really beautiful things, you know, like doing a swirl across, or, you know, stuff. I don't know. You guys let me know. What do you think? Green and gold. What should I do? Okay, I did move on to my afternoon drink because it's been some hours. I had to do the grocery shopping and everything. Moved on to my afternoon drink. I got this guy. So, oh, I wanted to show you guys my tumbler from last week. Hold on one second. Okay, here it is from last week. I got it all epoxied. This is what it looks like. There's the drips up close. I'm gonna get close. There we go. But that's what they look like. Looks super chocolatey. I know, I messed up a little spot right there. It's handmade, right? I messed up a little spot. It's all good. It's smooth. You can't feel it, but, you know. But I really like how that turned out. I think it turned out pretty cool. So that's that, all right? But this is my afternoon drink. That was my tutorial on Friday. You guys really liked this, and I'm so happy that you did. You know, I really had a lot of fun making this. I think it's so cute. I was gonna do blue and white, but then I decided pink because I know everybody's really into pink. So I decided to do pink, and I'm happy that I did because I think it looks really cute that way. Now, I know I talked about doing this as a giveaway last week, and I did nick it in that little spot there, but like I said, it's perfectly smooth. You can't even feel it. It just happened to, and right here too. It's not perfect, but if you guys would like to do a giveaway with it, you know, we can do a giveaway with it. I can do that if you want to. If not, I'm just gonna sit on my shelf with my other tumblers that I've made. Okay, so if you're interested in winning it, just let me know down below, and I can randomly pick somebody, and I'll pick somebody next Sunday for it. So if you stayed this long, there you go. Okay. You can win this if you'd like to. You know, if you don't want to win it, just let me know. Just be like, I'm not interested in the tumbler, but I just wanted to say hi, you know. So that way I can make sure it goes off to somebody that who would like it, you know. Now, there is something else that I want to talk to you guys about besides the 30% off this Friday and the collaboration that I'm going to be doing with all those amazing Tumbler artists, okay? Besides that, there's something that I want to talk to you guys about next Sunday, but we'll go over that next Sunday. So you'll have that to look forward to, kind of a little thing that I've been hemming and hawing about for months now, and I think I finally come to a decision about certain things. Anyways, I don't want to keep you guys in suspense. It's not like a huge deal, okay? But I'll talk to you guys next week about it. All right, anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I know this is kind of a longer vlog than I typically do, but we were doing a plaid, okay? So it takes a little bit. But I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day and an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.